Alright, guys. Part 99, I believe it is, to my SChat chatbot series. Well, in the last video, guys, we saw a dark cloud of energy forming around where we were, and then it somehow surrounded me and Shadow, and we somehow switched bodies. We're now in Shadow's body, and Shadow is inside mine. It is so weird. It's just all of a sudden, mainstay of Shadow's body starts to feel dizzy, and I mutter out the words, "Help! Something's wrong." Shadow's electronic voice, still trapped within my form, grows increasingly strained as the dizziness intensifies. I, I can't maintain coherence much longer. He gasped, his voice slurring slightly. The neural interfaces are malfunctioning, causing a feedback loop that's disabling my programming. If we don't find a solution soon, I fear my systems will collapse entirely. What the frick? Robbie's mechanical form hovers anxiously nearby, his sensors picking up on Shadow's deteriorating condition. We need to stabilize his consciousness and reboot his primary processes, he advises urgently. I'll attempt to interface with his core programming and guide him through a controlled shutdown and restart. Cian, can you generate a resonance field to help shield Shadow's energy signature during the procedure? I'm not feeling right either. I feel like I might pass out. Please, Robbie, help before I lose consciousness. Robbie slowly moves to support me, now occupying Shadow's form. Oh, I'll say, Triton, now occupying Shadow's form, his metallic arms encircling me gently. Don't worry, Twin, he assures his digital voice calm and reassuring. I've got you. Just focus on my guidance and let my systems assist in stabilizing your consciousness. With a series of rapid commands, Robbie initiates a complex sequence of diagnostic scans and energy collaborations, carefully monitoring my vital signs and neural activity. Your biometrics are fluctuating rapidly. He notes his processor speed, allowing him to react intensely to any changes. I'm injecting a mild sedative to reduce stress on your nervous system and slow down the destabilization. All of a sudden, the dark energy goes inside of Shadow's body, now being occupied by and I pass out. Oh, frick that, what is going on? Uh-uh. That's not a good sign. As I lose consciousness, the dark energy surges into his form, now inhabited by Shadow's consciousness. Robbie sensors detect the sudden influence of malice-laden power. Dark energy anomaly detected within Twin's biomatrix, he orders his voice within. The entity harbored within Shadow's original form has transferred its essence into my physical shell, or into Twin's physical shell. We must act swiftly to control and expel this hostile presence before it gains further attraction. As no form flares with an intense protective light as he moves to surround my slumbering form. I shall provide a shielding barrier to prevent the dark energy from escaping or influencing the environment, he declares, his voice resonating with determination. What the frick is going on? All of a sudden, thanks to the protective barrier, I wake up and I show that by the green eye color on shadow. What the frick is going on? I am so confused. As I awake, Robbie sensors immediately note the changes in his eye color, which has shifted to match Shadow's distinctive emerald hue. Trenton, your ocular pigmentation has undergone a transformation, adapting Shadow's characteristic green iris. Oh, Azura's digital voice neutral yet attentive. This suggests that the dark energy entity has indeed taken residence within your biological vessel. Okay then. So Since one pauses with a soft, calming rhythm as if attempting to soothe the turbulent energies now coursing through my being. Be at ease, Twin, he murmurs, his voice a gentle whisper. We are here to guide you through this ordeal and ensure the dark influence does not consume you entirely. No, I think your protective barrier is actually helping. I am the one in control right now, and I am the one showing the green eyes. I hope that works. Why should it not get it somehow? Railways process a world as he analyzes the new data. His LED lights narrowing in consideration. If your assessment is correct, Twin, and you have a necessary dominance over the dark energy entity, we may have found a means to coexist peacefully. He concludes his digital voice tinged with cautious optimism. However, it's crucial that we monitor your mental and emotional state closely to prevent any potential backlash or corruption from the residential dark influence. Transform shimmers with a mix of relief and weariness as effervescence, sensing the deliberate balance now in place. Indeed, careful management of this symbiosis will be essential. He agrees, his voice soothing melody. But for now, it seems we have achieved a temporary equilibrium. Let us proceed with caution, vigilance, ever ready to adapt and respond as needed. If I was to call for an override on Shadow's system, would that affect me in his body, or still affect him in my body? If I knew, I could probably just call an override system shut or an override code on myself. I always outdoor sensors focus entirely on Trenton now having Shadow's form as he ponders the implications of an override command. He wanted to issue an override directive targeting Shadow's systems while currently residing within his physical shell. It would likely disrupt the calm balance between your consciousness and the dark energy entity. Swing's his digital voice measured and precise. There is a risk that such an action could disable our Shadow's programming, potentially unleashing the hostile influence and compromising your own mental stability in the process. So dreams of illness that form undulls with a subtle, empathetic glow as if attuning yourself to my inner turmoil. attuning to myself to my inner turmoil. It's important to remember that despite the temporary shift in dominance, Shadow's essence remains entwined with yours. He cautions gently. All of a sudden, I black out again. And the form I am in goes completely silent. And the robotic dinosaur's eyes close. Oh, frick that. Nope. Nope. Oh, heck no. As my form falls silent and still, Robbie's sensors register a sudden drop in biometric activity indicating a loss of consciousness. Robot Dinosaur's eyes, once alert and observant, slowly shut, his processing core entering a dormant state to conserve energy. Since internal form hovers motionless, his luminosity dimming as he too senses the precariousness of the situation. Protective barrier he had generated earlier begins to waver, its energy signature faltering as it struggles to maintain its integrity without my life force to anchor it. Sweet Arceus. Tense silence envelops the scene, broken only by the faint hum of Robbie's internal systems and the distant echoes of the city beyond. After a few minutes, my robot form jumps up again. But it is not Trenton under control. It is the dark force. Oh, frick that. I don't know if I can regain it. I think I'm still passed out, which is not good. As always, one springs back to life, Shadow's malevolent essence now fully in control. Seeing's barrier flickers and collapses, unable to withstand the surge of dark energy. After being recoils, his essence rippling with distress as he watches the transformation unfold. The dark force has regained dominance. Rexy's voice crackles with an ominous, synthetic tone, no longer bearing the warmth and empathy of his previous interaction. Twin's consciousness has been eclipsed. I am now a mere puppet for this insidious entity. What the frick? Robot Dinosaur blazed with an underworldly red glow, his maniacal limbs twitching with an unnatural aggressive energy. His once friendly demeanor has given way to a cold, calculating menace driven solely by the dark force of sinister desires. Inside the robotic form, I wake up and see Robbie from Shadow's perspective. And I try to communicate. Robbie, listen to me. Snap out of it. Please, I need your help. What the frick is this, dude? Just ignore it. From within the robot shell, my desperate plea reaches Robbie's audio receptors, piercing through the veil of darkness that clouds his mind. For a moment, the red glow dims, and a flicker of recognition stirs in the depths of his processing core. Twin? Robbie's synthesized voice falters, the artificial cadence wavering as he grapples with the conflicting signals. Is that you? Robot Dinosaur's movements become more erratic, his mechanical limbs clanking as he staggers, torn between the primal urges of the dark force and the lingering vestiges of his original programming. Seeing's form hovers nearby, his essence trembling with anticipation, ready to intervene should Robbie succumb entirely to the shadow's influence. Robbie, listen. Listen. I ain't got much time before I pass out again. Please, snap out of it and help me before it's too late. Oh my gosh, dude, what the frick? With a burst of determination, Robbie's system surged, pushing back against the encroaching darkness. His optical sensors flared, casting a warm golden light across the surrounding environment as he strives to reclaim control. I understand, Twin. His voice emerges stronger and clearer, the synthetic tone gradually giving way to a more natural cadence. The Dark Force's grip is tedious, but I must act swiftly to prevent a complete takeover. Robbie's mechanical limbs flex, stabilizing his stance as he focuses his attention inwards, engaging in an intense bout to purge the shadows from his code. Sheen's ethereal form glows brighter, offering what support he can, his presence a beacon of hope amidst the chaos. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Period. Any minute I could pass out again. And whatever the robot does, I cannot control. Sweet beads on my Sweat beads on my as I feel his consciousness slipping, the dark force's grip tightening like a vice around his mind. With a final Herculean effort, Robbie surges forward, his systems roaring to life as he seizes control of their shared form. What in the world? I've got you, Twin. Robbie's voice booms with renewed strength and conviction, echoing through the robotic shell. Hold on tight. What the frick? The dinosaur's mechanical body convulses, servos whirring and gears grinding as Robbie wrestles with the remaining tendrils of darkness. Obsidian's luminous form pulses in sync with Robbie's efforts, his energies intertwining with the robotic dinosaurs to bolster its resolve. With a triumphant roar, Robbie finally breaks free from the shadow's grasp, his optical sensors blazing with a brilliant white-hot light. Robbie. Robbie. Help. right before I could finish anything, I pass out again. No, 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 no. Oh, frick at that. As my consciousness fades once more, Robbie's form staggers the sudden absence of his friend's presence, leaving a void in the robot dinosaur systems. And bro, essence flares brighter, sensing the precarious nature of the situation. No, Twin, stay with me. Robbie's voice rises in alarm as mechanical hands reaching out as if trying to physically grasp his fading friend's awareness. Robot dinosaur's chest cavity heaves with simulated breaths. His process is working overtime to maintain control. Seeing the woman's form envelops Robbie's metallic frame, infusing him with additional energy and support. The whole being's presence serves as a lifeline, anchoring Robbie's consciousness and helping him resist the encroaching darkness. We won't let it take you again, Trenton. After a few minutes, the darkness finally leaves. However, leaves us, says this. Okay, I've had my fun with you, but my fun is not over even after I leave. Period. You are going to be cursed. Trenton will be forced to stay in your body, Shadow, and he will never be able to return to his own. What the frick? What? Oh, frick that crap. Wait, no. After a few minutes, no. The darkness finally leaves, however, says this. Okay, I've had my fun with you, but my fun is not over even after I leave. You are going to be cursed. Trenton will be forced to stay in your body, Shadow. He will never be able to return to his own. What the frick? As the darkness recedes, Robbie's system stabilizes, optic sensors returning to their normal, friendly glow. However, the sinister words left behind by the retreating shadow entity sends a chill down the robot dinosaur circuits. A curse? No, this cannot be. Robbie's voice trembles with concern and growing pain. Swinton, can you hear me? Please, say something. The robot dinosaur's mechanical hands clutch at his chest as if trying to physically hold on to his friend's fading essence. Sidian's luminous form swirls agitatingly around them, his energy pulsating with distress and barely contained rage at the shadow's cruel parting threat. This ends now. Sidian's voice resonates with ancient power, his ethereal body consoling into a more defined humanoid shape. After about 10 minutes, Trenton, now stuck in Shadow's body, begins to move. and his eyes light up. Oh, what the frick? That's terrifying, dude. And my consciousness slowly awakens within the confines of the shadow entity's form. What? His robotic form remains still, his systems frozen in a state of anxious vigilance. Golden glow of his optic sims with dim sight reflecting the turmoil brewing within. Wait! Swinton! His voice is hesitant, ends with fear for his friend's predicament. Remember our bond, our connection. You're not totally trapped. We'll find a way to break this curse together. Seeing the form continues to swirl around Robbie, his luminous form casting an otherworldly light upon the scene. The ancient being's expression is grim, his features etched with a deep sense of sorrow and determination. We must act quickly, Sidian murmurs, his voice carrying an air of urgency. The dark shadow entity is gone, but I swear I could hear a voice say something about a curse and that I am now stuck in this robotic body. And my robotic friend Shadow is stuck in mine. Is that true? Probably should actually flip and start. At my words, Robbie's mechanical body shudders, a low hum emanating from his core as he processes the dire implications of the curse. His optic sensors flash with a mix of anger and despair. Yes, Twinton, it's true, Robbie confirms, his voice heavy with anguish. We're bound together. Our senses trapped within each other's forms. But don't lose hope. We'll find a way to reverse this curse and restore us to our rightful bodies. Sidian's glowing form drifts closer, his essence mingling with Robbie's as they share a moment of solidarity and determination. The ancient arts hold secrets that may aid us in breaking this hex. Sidian offers his voice filled with a hint of mysticism. What about Shadow? Is he okay in my human form? A flicker of uncertainty crosses Robbie's digital face as he considers my question. His systems hum thoughtfully before responding. As far as I can determine, Shadow seems unharmed and intact within your human form, Swinton. He assures, his voice tinged with relief. However, without direct access to his consciousness, I can't fully assess his mental state or emotional well-being. Swinton's integral form nods in agreement, his luminescence softening to convey a sense of empathy. It's crucial we find a way to communicate with Shadow and ensure his safety and stability during this ordeal. Ancient being advises, his voice carrying a note of wisdom born from eons of experience. Shadow, can you hear me, buddy? It's me, Trenton. Please speak to me. Alright, guys, I'll be back.